Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to the final edition of Talkin Beavers for 2014-15. We're going to have some fun on the final show. In fact, with Slade Norris supervising and participating, a punt, pass, and kick competition with three members of the current Oregon State football team. Lindsay Schnell will be joining me throughout the show. She'll be visiting with Sydney Weiss. When we last left you in our last show, we hadn't learned that Sydney had made the national team. That's one of our big headlines, but also the fact that Bob DeCarolis has stepped down after a great run of 17 years at Oregon State. The Truax Indoor Center behind us, one of the many buildings as part of Bob the Builder's legacy right here on the OSU campus. And also a major headline, the Beaver baseball season does come to an end in the Dallas Regional. The Beavers finished second in the Pac-12 outright, and two of the key members of the Beavers' success in 2015 joined me at Goff Stadium at Coleman Field as part of our final Flat Tail Brewing interview segment for Talkin Beavers for the year. KJ Harrison and Christian Donahue. It is absolutely the perfect backdrop, the right side of the infield at Goff Stadium at Coleman Field, because here they are, the right side of the infield for the Beavers. Christian Donahue, KJ Harrison, coming off a tremendous first season of the Beaver program. Since you're next to me, Christian, I'll start with you, and we'll get to KJ in a moment. Playing out here at second base, playing in this great league, what were your thoughts about your first season here as a Beaver?
You know, coming in at first, I was really nervous. You know, I feel like I had big shoes to fill, especially with Andy Peterson leaving. But just this program here, everything that they have going for it, the support, the fans, the coaching staff, everything is just awesome. I mean, couldn't ask for it any better.
So, KJ, for you, what was this first year like, being a Beaver in this ballpark with your good friend and guy you grew up with, Christian, alongside of you? Just take us through the whole experience this past year.
Oh, it was a great experience overall. I mean, like C-Boys touched on it earlier. I mean, it's a great place to play. You know, you got a lot of fans, you got a lot of support behind you, and you know, it's really exciting for what the future holds.
So, KJ and Christian both, as you're growing up and as you know your talents were rising, you say, hey, we have a chance to play college baseball. A lot of people were talking to maybe about even being drafted out of high school or whatever, but you end up here together. Did you make a pact? We'll go somewhere together? I mean, did it happen coincidentally?
I mean, he committed first. He was the first one, so you can kind of say I trailed him, but it was more just we both felt like this is where we belong, and it happened to work out that we both chose the same place, and I'm really happy that it's
Is that how you view it too, KJ? That hey, you committed first. Did you then kind of get after this guy to come with you, or did that just happen naturally on its own?
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely nudged at it a little bit, that's for sure. I mean, might have been a lot, but I'm really happy that it worked out the way it did, and you know, our decisions that we made so far, I mean, it's been great. And
it struck me, Christian, as down the stretch of the season, you were playing your best defense. I mean, some of the plays you made in Dallas at the regional were sensational. Were you feeling more comfortable by the end and making those big plays?
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, it's just a lot of the hard work kind of just coming into play, like just feeling more confident and just, you know, just playing more relaxed and a little bit more loose. And the coaches helped me a lot with that, and my teammates as well. And yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun.
A quick word, if you could evaluate, Christian, your friend KJ, the year that he had and what's coming next for this guy.
I think he's gonna be the next Michael Conforto. I think he's on a good track right now. I mean, just an awesome freshman year, and his hitting is it's amazing. I mean, it's unreal.
Well, guys, it's been a blessing to have you in the program. Congratulations on a great first year. Thanks for bringing the wonderful culture of the islands to Corvallis, and we look forward to a lot more of it coming in the seasons to come. Have a great summer here with the Corvallis Knights. Thanks, guys.
For having us.
Thank you.
Time now for the punt, pass, and kick competition, and here are the rules. Each player is allowed one punt, one pass, and one place kick. Scores will be based on distance. A participant's final score will be the cumulative total for the three individual events. We have a grand prize awaiting for the winner. Slade, take it away.
Punt starts first. I'm here with Daryl Leadfoot Sanji.
Leadfoot,
Storm brings the Lightning Woods, and and Larry will lose Scott. Obviously, winner starts, so I'll lead it off here. You guys can take notes.
Easy.
Note the shoes.
Okay. Show me something there, bro.
Look good, play good.
And the candy cottons
You know how it is. All right. Here we go.
Started off right then. Started off right. Oh my goodness.
Oh, strong.
Oh my goodness.
I had to get you paid on Sundays.
That was the win.
39 yards, Slade, 39.
Started off, guys.
think it was the
Started
win.
off strong.
Somebody get it right.
Yeah, okay. Gotta catch that airstream.
The win.
Okay.
Let's go, son.
Hey, respect the process.
Wait for the win, bro.
Get back of the shirt. Quiet.
No. No.
Toe punch?
Toe punch.
29 yards.
It's nerves. It's okay to be scared. It's nerves.
I'm scared now. I'm scared now. Boots. Bet you still won't beat
Let's see
it.
it, Storm.
Bet you still won't beat it.
No lineman to help you now.
Start on slip. Oh my goodness.
Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay, I see where the competition is now.
46 yards for Storm Woods.
Oh, that's it.
We don't have to worry about Larry, so I see
That's
the
your mean
competition.
face.
I don't play with this.
That's your mean face. Okay.
Oh! Get that backspin.
Did I still get Larry?
Hit it too high.
34.
What that mean?
Okay.
I won that
So
one,
Storm
B.
won. Storm's first.
Storm win.
Storm wins. Okay, first round. First round.
Foolishness, man.
Enjoy it. It won't last. You know.
It won't, man.
That's one.
It really won't.
Coming up on Talkin Beavers, Lindsay sits down with Sydney Weiss.
What better way to learn how to play with a target on your back than play for Team USA?
And we'll get back to the thrilling punt, pass, and kick competition. On May 11th, Bob DeCarolis announced his resignation effective June 30th from Oregon State University. He spent the last 13 years as OSU's athletic director. Let's take a look back at some of his accomplishments. DeCarolis earned the nickname Bob the Builder for his ongoing renovation and building efforts, which include the expansion of Reser Stadium, the Truax Indoor Center, and the OSU Basketball Center. DeCarolis is leaving at the beginning stages of the upcoming Victory Through Valley project, where construction begins at the conclusion of the 2015 football season. His successes have not ended there, however.
I am honored and proud to introduce the new head coach of Oregon State men's basketball, Coach Wayne Tinkle. Ladies and gentlemen, the new coach of Oregon State Beavers, Gary Anderson.
The arrivals of Tinkle and Anderson have helped foster what many believe is a positive new era in Beavers athletics. Oregon State President Ed Ray, to search for a successor, has appointed an advisory group of alumni and OSU leaders. Oregon State will compete and will win championships, Ray said. We will win the right way, the Oregon State way. Standing in front of the new side of Reser Stadium, and Lindsay, I'm wondering, as we took a look at Bob's great building accomplishments, Bob the Builder, the right name, is this his ultimate legacy? What is Bob DeCarolis' legacy here?
I think right now this is probably his ultimate legacy, but what is Gary Anderson going to do in the next few years? Yeah. That's a big, big hire when you're an athletic director, especially, you know, Corvallis. A lot of people think Oregon State needed new energy, and they got that with Anderson. So I think we're going to see with what Anderson and Wayne Tinkle does, that might ultimately be Bob's legacy.
Do you agree with the notion that Bob goes out with a tremendous sense of momentum, given Wayne, given Scott Rueck, given Gary Anderson, even though we don't quite know yet how that's going to go?
Oh, completely. We've talked about this. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of good vibes around Corvallis right now and around this university, this athletic department. People in Corvallis are excited again about Bob DeCarolis and excited about Oregon State athletics. So the timing is really surprising, although you're supposed to get out while it's still good, right? Isn't that the old saying?
And in that sense, too, then he hands off what's going on here to whoever gets the job. Let's talk a little bit about that now. Time for our Les Schwab quick fix. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952. whoever gets this, is there anything that has to be fixed right away or finished? What's your view of the main mission for whoever gets this position?
Well, we're right now standing on the new side of Reeser, as we like to call it in Corvallis, and it's big and it's beautiful and it's modern, and the other side doesn't look like this. Finishing Reeser is absolutely a priority. Victory Through Valley, you know, has to get finished, has to go through. They have to get all that funding so they can build this new ops building. I think that Gill needs to be updated. It does not need to be torn down completely. Let's be clear about that. It has wonderful history, and it's a college basketball venue, which is what you want, but it could use a little bit of a facelift, and it's gotten some over the past few years with Bob. I'm also curious, you know, I think that track is a growing team and program right now at this university, and I know that they're in phase 2, I think, right now in terms of fundraising, because they want to bring in more infrastructure there. So I think that's a pretty good to-do list.
What about the person and the characteristics of the person for this place, this special place that Gary Anderson, Wayne Tinkle, Scott Ruick, and others, Pat Casey, all talk about what a special place this is, so you need the right kind of fit in person. Who is that in your view?
I think a big thing that gets lost when we talk about this is a lot of fans want a very outgoing, charismatic, big-time personality. Those things are great, and they're very important when you fundraise. But it is hard to, in this model of collegiate athletics, to get that person without a lot of ego. And I don't think that ego survives in this town, in Corvallis, in this marketplace. It doesn't work.
Having said that, though, Lindsay, the fine line between, you know, being willing to work with others, be accessible, be humble, but at the same time be driven and have a vision. I mean,
Yes.
that at times requires some degree of ego, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. And then the question becomes, do they bring in someone from the outside? Do they promote from within? Do you want new ideas, new energy? Do you want someone who already understands this place? I think that similar to hiring an athletic director, you know, you go hire a coach. As a Power 5 program, I think that it is a huge risk to hire a coach who's never been a head coach. I think right here, you got a Power 5 school, you got to hire someone who has been an athletic director before. And if it's someone who's been in a similar type setting, you know, when Gary Anderson got here, he said, Corvallis reminds me of Utah State.
Yeah.
I think that you need that.
Interesting. Lindsay, thank you for that perspective. Speaking of Lindsay, we have more coming up with Lindsay. She had a chance to sit down with Sydney Weiss, who's on her way to join Team USA. And back to our punt, pass, and kick competition.
I'm happy right now where I am. I don't think Storm can throw, so I think we're going to be okay with that. I'll just flex the golden arm here and ride at the victory.
Welcome back to Talkin Beavers. When we last left you, Storm bars Woods out to an early lead with a 46-yard punt. Now it's time for part 2 in the punt, pass, and kick competition, the passing portion.
Round 2. We're on to the pass now. I'll start us off again, lead us off, show you guys the goal to aim for. And yeah, so here we go.
Let's get it.
Catch this wind. I don't know if Sean Mannion's watching, but he probably should. You know, get ready for St. Louis this next year. Woo!
That's money.
Oh, tell me it's 50.
That's 50.
That's 50.
There we go. I was watching a lot of the Beavers in World Series. Ah, there we go.
48.
I hear you're changing your jersey.
Yes, sir. I'm going to put her last name, which is Bars, before my name, so it's going to be Bars-Woods. And I'm just going to do that to pay respect to her. In my last year in college football, you know, she's been tremendous in my life. And I wouldn't be here without her, so that's how I'm going to pay my respect to her.
That's awesome, man. Finishing up a 1,000-yard season for Mom,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, you know it. You know it.
Let's see it. Get down, get down. Woo! What is it?
51.
Ah! With the sidearm coming strong.
Oh, my goodness.
59.
Bounce back, baby. I had to bounce back. I was in last time. I didn't like that. Nah.
You know, this isn't fair. You and your young shoulders.
So here we are after round 2. Storm Woods with the lead with 97. Slade Norris, Larry Scott close behind. Daryl Sanji hoping to make a comeback. It's time now for our own Lindsay Schnell, an opportunity to catch up with the latest member from Oregon State on Team USA, Sydney Weiss.
Sydney Weiss, junior point guard, Did you ever think that USA basketball participant would be the next line of your biography?
I did not. I tried out once when I was a sophomore in high school, and I got cut after the first round, and ever since then it was sort of like, you know, if I go back, it's going to be a different experience because my mindset will be different. I'll have a new perspective coming out of it. But to say that I'm on one of the teams now, it's a dream come true, and it's still surreal to me.
Ruth and Jamie play on the Canadian national team, and then Gabby has experience on the Swedish national team. I'm sure that you've talked to them and asked them what it's like to play internationally. What have they told you to be ready for?
They said that it's a lot more physical. And it's a lot faster, and they said it's really cool because when you play different countries, they just speak in their language, so you can't really understand what's going on. You just sort of like to listen to what they're saying.
Other people's plays.
Yep, exactly. And then also the time change is going to be different. I think it's like 16 hours or something, South Korea compared to here, and they're like a day ahead, so it's going to be a lot of fun trying to adjust to that schedule as well.
You guys are coming off the best season in school history. What can you learn, do you think, this summer? What do you need to learn so you can take the next step as a team next year, especially as a leader?
What better way to learn how to play with a target on your back than play for Team USA? I mean, I think the whole world knows that we're a pretty good basketball country. I mean, our motto is to win gold medals and play unified. And so that's going to be an awesome experience just to play with, you know, hopefully the top country in the world by the end of the games. I know I'm going to come back hopefully with more leadership skills and more basketball skills that I can show on the court.
Coming up next on Talkin Beavers, the finale of the punt, pass, and kick competition.
Coming, baby. Nah, don't believe nothing he say. I'm number one, baby. I'm number one.
Last round in our punt, pass, and kick competition. An amazing throw by Larry Scott, 59 yards. But as we head into the final round, Storm Woods trying to hold off all comers with 97 total points. Time for the kicking competition. Slade, take it away.
The final event. It's pretty even right now. So I'm about to, distance myself from this crowd here. I'm doing a two-step. Oh!
Outside numbers.
Oh, no.
39 yards, Slade, 39.
That's a little scary. Something to be proud of.
Larry, you might need to help me with this, bro.
5 minutes to get it on.
So you wasn't gonna help me, Larry?
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
It's the hardest part.
You got it.
See, teammates, even in competition, always helping out. So just for all the kickers out there, I mean, they're talented guys, obviously.
I know, right?
How is this so hard?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a masterpiece.
Go, Sanj. Nobody breathe.
You gotta go, Sanj. Oh, yeah.
Good onside kick, I like it.
You can start walking back now.
It don't click right, bro.
It don't go back to the facility now.
17, that wins the onside kick competition.
Intensity in the eyes. Lightning, some would say. And you all are laughing at me on my kick.
It is not as easy as it looks. He's gonna run straight at it. Quite down there.
Toe punt. I'm pretty sure I can claim it.
Hey,
21 yards.
I'm pretty sure I can claim it.
How many you get?
The first annual trophy to Slade Norris for winning the punt, pass, and kick competition. Big moment for you, Slade. Your thoughts?
I really, you have no idea how much this means to me. You know, emphasis on the kicking part.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a little worried about that, but
What was the key for you breaking through and winning?
you know, it's really my veteran experience. You know, I've been through a lot. I sold my body out, you know,
I see
throughout
that.
this process.
Serious
So,
road work getting ready for this.
you know, it's really my dedication and sticking to the details of the game.
Well, congratulations, because you beat out 3 guys with due respect to your triumph. Those guys, very important to Gary Anderson in his first season here.
They are, and it's always fun to be around those guys. I mean, Storm this year is set up to the big season. He's dedicating it to his mom, like he said during the show. changing the name in the back of his jersey, so hopefully he can get maybe a 1,000-yard season this year, his first one. And Daryl, we have so many linebacker spots now with this new defense. If he can come in and make some huge plays for us, that'd be awesome for us on defense.
And Larry Scott's got a big job as the anchor of the secondary, the veteran.
He does. He has some big shoes to fill there, and he'll come up and do it. He had a good year last year and a great offseason this year, so I'm excited to watch him play.
Well, we were excited to watch you play and excited to work with you all year, Slade. Congratulations on this big triumph and a great note to end this year's edition of Talkin Beavers. But we will be back in August. A lot of storylines to follow with the new football staff, Gary Anderson and his guys going to work. We'll be back in August right here to break it all down for you. Thanks for joining us all year long. We'll see you again in August.
You guys wanna meet up next week? I can show you all my technique. All right. That was fun. No pull anything. Mostly for me. I'm pretty excited about that. I was a little worried.
Game.
Enjoy next year. Let's see a good season.
Yes, sir. What? Thank you for having us. Go Beavs.